Good afternoon. How are you guys? It is Monday, and I am going to go grocery shopping, I think. So, caught another raccoon. My bird feeder is bent like this again. I don't think it's gonna last much longer. My shepherd's hook. I've got dual bird feeders. I'm going to post it a little bit later today. I have bent it back now 4 times. I think it's probably going to snap here pretty soon. So I don't think it's going to last much longer. So hopefully I catch the remainder of the family of raccoons. This is the 3rd juvenile raccoon I've caught in the last 4 days. So hopefully there's not too many more babies before I catch the adult and we can finish up the family. I am not hurting the babies, I'm not hurting the raccoons, we're just trapping them and then I'm taking them to a far place away from here and distribute them to a field that's not near any houses. So I'm not hurting the babies, I'm not hurting the adults, I'm just trapping them and taking them somewhere else so that they're not destroying my bird feeders anymore. So anyways, they're so darn cute, but they're so darn mean. So anyways, today I'm gonna do a combo again, and I'm gonna start with Sassy Z and then I'm gonna do Plum Pretty. And Sassy Z is it's a neutral matte, and then Plum Pretty is a warm frost. And I do a lot of neutral mattes and I do a lot of warm colors because my coloring and my palette is more of a warm color. So if you guys want to see cool colors, I'll do them, but they don't necessarily look the best on me. So if you want to see the cooler colors, I will do them, but I'll do them not necessarily in my morning combos, but I can do them later, or I'll do them and then I'll take them off. But I can do them for suggestions. So anyways, in case you don't know much about Lip Sense is a lip color that's not like your traditional colors. It bonds to your lips. It doesn't stain your lips like a traditional lip color. It's gonna be like your nail color. It is going to bond to your lips like nail polish does or like hair color does to your hair shafts. It bonds to your skin. And the way that it bonds, it has to have a carrier with the color and the botanicals within the tube. So it has SD40 alcohol in the tubes to help mix that product together and carry it onto your lips. So when you first use the product for the first couple times, you may have some tingling or burning on your lips for the first couple of times. Once you apply your gloss to seal in the color, that'll go away. Also, one of the ways that you can prevent that burning altogether is to make sure that you're properly hydrated. If you've been drinking enough water and fluid, you should not get that burning at all. So, especially if you've been a long time user of Lip Sense, if you're properly hydrated, you will not get that burning at all. So, and it's not like your lips are on fire, you can't handle it burning. It's just a tingling, a burning sensation from the alcohol. Make sure that you're properly hydrated and you won't have that. So I'm losing my thoughts today. So you're gonna apply this product, you're gonna go in 3 coats with the product. You're not gonna mush your lips together like a regular lipstick because it's gonna be tacky. You're gonna go in one direction in 3 coats. And because you can apply it in 3 coats, you can combine colors to get all sorts of different shades. And once I start applying the product, I'm not gonna talk much because you don't want to again, push your lips together because it'll get tacky. And so once we get going, I'm gonna look a little funny, I'm gonna talk a little funny. With the product, you're not gonna need a lip liner either because it doesn't feather. So when you get a little older like me, you kind of get those little cracks around your lips. It's not gonna feather, so you don't have to worry about that. One of the other products that I use, that I've been using since about last January in 2017, I use this morning and night as our lip volumizer. I put this on morning and night every single day, morning and night, and that helps to build and repair the collagen in your lips, and it also helps to repair any of the wrinkling and stuff around your lips, so I don't actually have those feathering areas around my lips now. And my lips have built the collagen, so I have nice, thick, plump lips now. And I really do recommend that lip volumizer. Also, when you first start using lip sense, we recommend that you use just lip sense or Senegen's products. I only use Senegen's products on my lips because I want the longest longevity out of my product. So I either use Senegen's lip balm, or I only use the lip sense product for lip color, or I use the lip gloss. And the reason I do that is because I want the longest use out of my product. If you use other products, you can do that, but you may not get the longevity that you want out of the product. Also, the longer that you use lip sense, the better you're going to get at applying it. And so the better you get, the longer wear you're going to get out of it, and the better your lips are going to get used to the product. So you always want to start with a clean and dry lip. You don't want any makeup or lip primer or anything like on that. So what I use is just a Norwax body cloth, and it's just wet down with water. You can just use a damp washcloth, nothing fancy. You don't want any soap on it or anything. Just clean them. You don't want any residue from the day before, lipstick or anything like that. So just make sure they're nice and clean and dry. You also want to make sure that your tubes are shaken up real good. I don't know if you can hear the little ball in there. You want to make sure that the SD40 alcohol and the botanicals that are in the tube are shaken up real well so that the application goes on nice and smooth. And so we'll shake those up. I've found that using a matte color before I put on a shimmer or a frost helps with the longevity of my product. And then also I should mention, I have dry mouth, so I use a medication that helps with my dry mouth. So if you use if you are on medications, or if you suffer with dry mouth, you may also have a little bit less longevity than a person who doesn't suffer with that has. So that's another thing to kind of take into consideration with using the product. Also, when you first start using the product, you might want to pay attention to how much you're licking your lips. It's a really bad habit that I had to learn to stop doing. I didn't realize how bad I was licking my lips when I first started using the product, and that will also hamper with the longevity of your product, because saliva will break down the product. So, all right, so I've shaken my tubes up, and I'm going to start the application. After my first coat, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I line my lips with the tip of my product to show you don't need a lip liner. You just need your tip of your product. So I'm going to start with Sassy Z. I'm going to use one coat of Sassy Z, and then I'm going to do 2 coats of Plum Pretty, and that will be my combo for today. So you want to make sure that you don't have any big globs on the tip of your wand. And you want nice even coats. If you start with, or if you use a matte color also, you want to make sure that you leave just a little extra dry time with a matte color, because it's a little bit thicker than your frost and your shimmers, and you want to give it just an extra little bit of dry time so that that coat dries completely before you add your next coat. Now I'm going to line. What's nice about this product too is that if you don't have a Cupid's bow, because it bonds to your lips, you can create a little bit of a Cupid's bow if you don't have one. And if you like that look, like I have a nice Cupid's bow, so if you want to create that look, you can create a little extra with a Cupid's bow. And you can also achieve the look of a fuller lip if you want to as well. If you want to go, see, I just used my natural lip line when I outlined, but if you want to achieve the look of a little bit just fuller lips, if you have really thin lips, is you can also just go just a little bit under your lip line, or I'm outside your lip line. Sorry, I don't want to get tackiness. You can go just a little bit outside your lip line and it'll make your lips look just a tad fuller. But because I've been using the lip volumizer, my lips are pretty full on their own. So if you want to achieve that fuller look, just using the product alone, you can just outline just slightly. You don't go too far outside your lip line, just right underneath your lip line, and you can achieve just a little bit fuller of an appearance of your lip line. So I'm going to go in now. I'm going to do 2 coats of Plum Pretty, and then I'm going to outline after my first coat. I may not have to outline after the second, but I like a nice clean lip line, and so that's why I do the outline. And remember, this product does not feather, so you don't need a lip liner. Just use your tip of your wand. And I've got too much on the tip of this on the back side, so I'm going to wipe that off because I do not want all that residue. You want nice thin layers. Ooh, that turned out pretty. Look at that. That combo is pretty. I like how that turned out. This is the first time I combined these 2 colors. That turned out nice. What I like is you never know what you're going to get when you combine new colors together. I like how that's looking so far. With 2 colors, you can get up to 8 shades, depending on how you layer them. That turned out pretty. Do you like that? That's pretty. Hopefully the color shows through like it's showing through here. It looks really nice. I'm going to outline. Oops. I did an oops. Okay, that's coat 1. When you first get Lip Sense, it comes in a 3-part system. You have your color, you have your gloss, and you have an oops remover. And you do need the oops remover in case you do what I just did here. And I just went just outside my line, so I'll clean that up afterwards. I'm not going to mess with it right now. But I'll take the tip of my wand and I'll touch it with just a little tester wand because I don't want the full... If I took the whole tip of my oops remover, it would bleed too far into my line. So I'll just take this little tip and touch it to my oops remover, which looks just like this. And then I'll just barely dab it and clean that. I mean, you can't even really tell. It's just me being a little bit picky. But right here, I went just a teeny bit outside my line. And not like you can really see it, but I don't know. It's just a teeny bit. But it'll bug me, so I'll clean it up. It's not even enough to even notice. So I'm gonna go in and do my second coat. I really like how this turned out though. It's pretty. I can't see down here, so I don't know if anybody's on. The way I've got my phone set up. Ooh. That's pretty. Okay. turned out good. Let it dry for just a second. I like that. That turned out good. I love playing with colors. Okay. On the gloss. And with your gloss, when you're putting your gloss on for the first time, hi Pam, it finally popped up. When you put your gloss on for the first time after you apply your color, just make sure that you put a nice healthy amount of gloss on, because it's going to absorb in within the first not 30 seconds, but the first 10 or 15 minutes. It's going to soak in really well. And you really want to soak that in. You want it to penetrate your color really well. And like I said, it's going to soak in within the first 15 minutes. And then you can reapply your gloss as needed throughout the day. And it's really silky. It's not a sticky gloss. It's a real silky gloss. It's really smooth. Feels good. And remember, lip scents does not smudge. It doesn't budge. You're not going to get it on your teeth. You're not going to get it on your clothes. It's not going to smear it on your face. So this is the final product. And this should last, this will probably last me about 10 hours or so today. For me, because of dry mouth, I might have to do just a little bit inside this, my lip line, inside my waterline, sometime maybe midday, possibly. Not every day do I have to do it. It just depends on how dry my mouth gets. But I'll probably get 10 to 12 hours out of it. So anyways, that is Lip Sense. I love it. And like I said, the longer that you use the product, the better wearability you're going to get out of it, because you'll get better at your application technique. I've been doing this now for, it's been 2 years. And so I'm getting pretty skilled at putting it on. I can put it on quicker than I used to. I'm getting better at knowing how to control my wand and doing it. And so the longer you do it, the better you're going to get. And each color goes on a little bit different because the viscosity or the thickness of each color is a little bit different. Some of them are a little bit more opaque. Some of them are just a little bit thinner. Some of them are thicker. Some of them, the consistency is a little bit it's just different. So for each color, you're just gonna have to learn a little bit with each color, but you'll learn as you go. And I promise you, if you try the product, and if you're somebody who wears makeup or lip color on a daily basis and you don't want to have to mess with it throughout the day, this product is for you. If you're not somebody who wears lip color on a daily basis, maybe you're somebody who wants to wear it for just an event that you don't have to want to mess with it for the event, it might be worth it for you to get a color or two for something like that. But definitely, if you're somebody who, if you've got a job that you're going to and you don't want to have to mess with it for the day, then definitely I would say this is something for you. And then if you're not a lipstick wearer at all, we have a whole line of cosmetics and skincare. And my other favorite product is our Shadow Sense. I love Shadow Sense. It works very similar to our Lip Sense. I do not have to mess with my eye color or my shadows all day long. Once they're on, and I don't mess with it all day long. So anyways, if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. And if you have any colors that you want me to show as combos or whatever, just put them in the comments and I can add them into the post for the rest of the week. And wish me luck at catching the rest of the raccoons this week. Bye.